Good evening, everyone. I am Tamika Troxler, the owner and operator of Cup of Cake Greensboro. Follow me on Instagram at Cup of Cake Greensboro, and I am super excited to join you guys live. All right, talking about Beyond the Batter. What is Beyond the Batter? I'm glad you asked. Beyond the Batter really gears towards talking to business owners about their business, how they got started, and why they are successful running their company. Now, tonight's topic is tell us how you started. And guess what? I have a really, really special guest that goes by the name of Monica Johnson. And I also have my sidekick, Brandy Baker, tonight. Brandy, come on and hop on. And Monica, I'm so glad to see you tonight. Monica's going to hop on as well, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Ladies, just do a quick introduction. Brandy, you can go first.
Hey guys, we're back again with Beyond the Batter. I look forward to hearing all the exciting news we have for you tonight. Again, my name is Brandy Baker. I'm the business owner of MAI Trucking. Also have a real estate firm called the Baker Realty Group. And I'm just here tonight to tell everything I know about business and hear about what Monica has to say. I'm excited to hear about the things that she's done to start her journey tonight. And we hope that it blesses you to get started on yours.
Thank you so much, Brandy. I'm so glad to have you. I just love Tuesdays. Love Tuesdays. It's this business talk that gets me pumped. All right. And we also have the beautiful Monica Johnson. Monica, would you just give us a quick introduction of who you are?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. My name is Monica Johnson. I am a professional American Ballet Theater certified instructor, dance specialist, ballerina, dancer, choreographer, small business owner, and project manager.
Monica, that is so wonderful to hear, especially being an African-American ballet dancer and choreographer. I mean, you wear so many hats, and I'm so excited to bring you on tonight and get these viewers watching and interested in your business. Let's first start off with some questions, okay? So, Monica, how did you get started? Or let's even go further back. What brought you to the love of dance?
At a very young age, I started dancing at 3 years old. And what really inspired me was being in a field or dancing like 3 to 8. I was actually at 8 years old in a professional dance company called Sounds in Action. And we would open up for like Atlantic Star and Curtis Blow. I have pictures of me with Curtis Blow as 8 years old. And I was just inspired starting there. But then it brought me closer when I auditioned at a very young age in the preparatory program. And I didn't see many brown people like myself. So it's like, you know what? I really love dance and I really want to be an inspiration to others and grow up to be a ballerina and then one day own my own school. So those things took place.
That's so good to hear, Monica. And thank you for expounding on that question. Brandy, do you have anything for her right quick?
I was going to say, what did your parents do right, while you were young, to be able to not only see your gifting, but motivate you to believe that not only could you have a gift, but you could turn it into a business?
They gave me confidence and support by putting me in. At 3 years old, I was a little mascot for Livingston cheerleaders, about 3 years old then. Starting that early, cheering on a field with cheerleaders. They put me in pageants, so I was able to speak in front of an audience. So putting me in programming that was either pageants or professional dance companies, dancing with adults, that just put me out there. And they saw that I loved it, so they just pushed me. So I would say support.
That's so cool.
That is definitely exciting to hear, especially about parents motivating you at such an early age. I think that is imperative, and I think it is vital for your growth. When you are growing from an adolescent to an adult. All right, and so we are so glad to hear that, Monica. What motivates you? If you could think of something that really, really motivates you daily, what is that? Monica, you're on mute. We got that technical stuff going on.
I knew I was going to get it in again one time. What motivates me is seeing others' dreams come true in their passions and dance and arts and different businesses. So I would say just seeing others do great things.
That is really inspiring to hear, and we got to remember, and I ask these questions tonight because it generates our thoughts to think, what does really inspire me, or what does really motivate me day to day, especially for myself, and I'm pretty sure for Brandy and you, the idea of passion. We let passion drive us daily, and it is seen through what we do. So, again, that is really, really, really a big detail, a big moment that we have to really embrace is the idea of what, and the question of what really motivates me, what really inspires me day to day to do what I do. Monica, if you could take your business anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Italy. I would like to try the authentic food and appreciate their culture and landscape and the beautiful environment. And I think that I could create there. I could create a ballet, I could create a performance. It just would, open up my heart to new ideas and creativity.
Monica, I'm going with you. I love Italy. I'm trying to live on the coast of Italy or France. Either take me, but Italy has really good food, so I'm going to take Italy too.
I'm telling you, pack my bags. I'm ready to go right today. Okay. I would leave with no questions. I would pack up the kids, the husband. Listen, we're gone. All right. First ticket out here. That was a really, really good answer. So the reason why I asked that is because life changes us, and we have to be ready for the transformation. You never know where your business is going to take you. We reside, Greensboro, Winston-Salem. Okay, we reside in the Triad, but I always want to be clear. And with my question, when I ask many business owners, well, where would you take your business? Because that day might come. You might blow up to the point where you're no longer fitting in the Triad. Your business has broadened and your business is expanding, and that moment might come soon. All right, somebody might see you dancing and they say, oh, Monica, we need you in Italy. Okay, so that's why I always want to ask those type of questions, so that as business owners, we stay prepared. We stay prepared for that transformation, that transition. Okay. What social media platform do you like using for your business the most, and why?
Currently, Facebook, Instagram are the two that I'm using right now, and my website, in addition to like free social media outlets that are looking to support entrepreneurs and small businesses.
Excellent. Well, I definitely can agree with you. I like using Facebook as well. Obviously, we like to be on Facebook Live for Beyond the Batter. So that is definitely one of the platforms that we enjoy using. Monica, what book are you currently reading, and why are you reading that book?
I've read this book a lot of times. So I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings by Dr. Maya Angelou. And the reason I read it so much is because I actually met her in her house. And we talked, and I said, you know what? I'm a Johnson, because I read her book. And I said, I'm a Johnson. She goes, let me look at your cheekbones, honey. She said, yes, you're a Johnson. And so, but she inspires me. I performed for her and Oprah Winfrey at a hymn to Oprah at Dr. Maya Angelou's house. And they built this beautiful, it was like a building that they actually built behind her house to have this event. And I performed with George Faison, and he is the choreographer for The Wiz. So that was, Cicely Tyson was there, BB Winans, you name it, everybody was there. So that opportunity came through with a phone call, like you said, about, somebody may call and say, I want you to come to Italy. Well, I got a phone call to be a guest performer for that event, and I got to meet Dr. Maya Angelou.
I know that was exciting. Brandy, go ahead. I know that was exciting.
I'm just really upset because my dad worked for Maya Angelou, and I know he was at that same party because he told me that he had to pick up Cicely Tyson for the airport, and he told me I couldn't come because I was too young. So now I just have an attitude because you were there the whole time.
I was there the whole time,
and I got left behind. Right
for 2 days before the event. And Oprah Winfrey actually said, you did a beautiful job.
Yeah. Yeah. But Maya Angelou is a whole trip. And as soon as you mocked her, I was like, this is hilarious because this is so her. She's amazing. They're all amazing. So that's super cool. I was going to ask you something about like reading. Because you know what, like audiobooks are so cool now. Like that's just a new way, right? Because everybody's so busy. And then YouTube, right? Like trying to find a short version of something that you might have to learn out of a book. How do you utilize do you utilize audiobooks? Like, does it benefit you and benefit your like growth and like creativity or inspiration? Or do you seem to like flow more towards like YouTube or YouTube tutorials or videos?
I am straight old school. I rather read the book. I think I should try. Actually, I think I should try the audiobook because that would be great to do like on the way to work or way to an event, or it's inspiration there. You can't read in the car.
Previous to like owning, like being an entrepreneur, I wasn't really into fiction. I read a lot of like self-help, like self-development, like tons of stuff like that. So like in the past, during COVID, I really got heavy into fiction. It actually helped my business because it just helped my ability to like problem solve and be creative. Because what fiction does is like it stimulates your imagination. So like you can say like when you're like, I would say I was like very linear, like analytical. But like fiction and even the audiobooks, like I'm just driving and it's telling me a story and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know this place was in Ohio, or I didn't know this place was in this state or city or country. So I just learned so much just from that. So I was just wondering how like it just impacts your creativity because it's helped me out a ton.
I love that. Yes. I think anytime that you can get inspiration, that's awesome.
That was a really, really good question. I mean, I'm over here like snapping on the table. That was a good question. Books are really important. And I wanted to ask you that question because, many times as business owners, we're always looking around for the next idea or how to do this. And sometimes books just provide that for us. They're already written, of course, it's 2021. There's a lot of new ways, all right, to do things. But like Monica said, I'm old school. I just like to pick up that book and read and jot down some notes and really get inspired and really get more knowledge about a certain topic, especially with business. Monica, well, as we wind this down, all right, we have enjoyed having you on. The most important question that I want to ask you tonight, why Beyond the Banner? Why becoming a member? Give us your response. Why is that important?
I definitely am excited about Beyond the Banner because it allows women and people to come together for networking. We can build together. We can learn together. It has a lot of positive I just don't know where it's going, but I know that I want to be a part because, first of all, my girl, my sister, uh, you know, I've known you for what? And it's just been amazing from the time I've met you up to now, and everything that you do and everything that you put your stamp on is like such a blessing. It's a blessing. And so I want to be a part of, and the reason I joined Beyond the Batter is because I know it's anointed and it has so much, it can build a team of entrepreneurs, business owners, you name it. So I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. And it's just starting. And I know that God has his hands on it from here. It's definitely a platform to network, share ideas, develop, be successful relationships, approaches to sustain businesses and practices. So I'm happy to be a part of this.
I was going to say too, like Monica, what I love about having like all the guests that we've had so far, is sometimes social media makes it about, sometimes people haven't genuinely ran a business. Sometimes people are more so into like looking like they've ran a business or like portray themselves as that they are an entrepreneur, that they're doing all this building. And sometimes you can do so much branding that people think that there's something really working in the back behind the scenes, and the building is really a shell. So what we want to look for are people that are actually building. And we're just glad to have you here because we want to highlight community leaders that people don't know. Like there are people out here that are doing great things, that really have businesses that can give great advice for locals, for people that are in Triad, the people that are in Charlotte and Raleigh. And I think it's going to be a great way for women here to come together and just enjoy each other. We can eat, we can toast, and we can just celebrate each other and like build bonds and build community and like help each other network with selling items or loving on each other, encouraging each other. So I'm glad to have you here, and I look forward to everything else that we have to offer in Beyond the Batter.
I'm telling you, ladies, you ladies need to go ahead and write a book. Maybe that'll be our next venture. Because, Monica, you hit on it. It's a platform. It gives us a voice. That's why when I sat in my, at my desk, that's where I was, and I thought about, oh my goodness, we don't have a platform really yet. We don't. A lot of platforms will only invite you on if you do something for them, or it has to be a gain from it. So I wanted my platform to be as authentic as possible, as authentic as it can be. I wanted women to, and I'll often say it's a safe space. Beyond the Batter is a safe space for business owners. You don't have to have, be generating $2,000 to $20,000 per month. You don't. You just need to own who you are. And that's what Beyond the Batter is. And we love interviewing women that are really God-fearing, that are really motivated to see a change, but also keeping that authentic behavior. I might make 2 million one day, but I'm still going to be me, and this is the platform for that. So Monica, we are so excited about having you join Beyond the Batter. I hope that this inspires many women out there to definitely become interested in a platform like this. And we look forward to, Brandy and I look forward to having many different people on. It's just going to grow. The more we get our feet wet, we were just laughing about this the other night. We said, oh my goodness, we might need to go to 2 times per month because we got to fill our list out of interviewees, right? But the more we get our feet wet, the more it's going to build. And I think I'm going to leave with this tonight. Many times people give up. You give up in the idea that just because it's not working today doesn't mean that it won't work tomorrow. A lot of people give up on success because it doesn't come right away. And so we got to be careful, and we got to be mindful that we got to put the work in. Okay, we got to plow the field. We got to plant the seeds. We got to water them, and then we have to watch it grow. I think that is dynamic within itself, that statement there, because that is a takeaway. If we give up on who we are, if we give up on the idea that our business will grow, we just got to make sure that we take the time. All right, we plant the seed, we water it, and we watch it grow. Businesses have different milestones that they go through, just like children. They go through different milestones. We as adults go through different milestones. Doesn't mean those milestones are not going to come with challenges. Doesn't mean that we're not going to be faced sometimes with the idea in the head that, yeah, I really want to give up today. But I want people to, go away from this live today, building that business confidence and really sitting down and saying, you know what, I can start the business today. And even if it doesn't work tomorrow, even if it doesn't work the next day, it doesn't mean that by the end of the week, it's not going to work. All right. So we have to make sure that we keep that business confidence building. And I think Beyond the Batter is going to do a wonderful, phenomenal job at this, building women's confidence, not only with business, but I'm telling you, just within themselves, And so we appreciate you, Monica Johnson, the Black beautiful ballerina is what I call you. I am so blessed to call this lady one of my best friends, and she has really become family to me. And she is just as humble as they come. Someone that has really traveled everywhere, has so many accolades, and she is just phenomenal and still humble. May this all teach us a lesson to stay humble no matter how many accolades we get under our belt, because humble is the best part of building relationships. My name is Tamika Troxler. I have Brandy Baker on tonight, and we had Monica Johnson on Beyond the Batter. Tell us how you started. See you soon. Bye-bye.